Hello, my beautiful emperors, my number fours. So things are ending kind of, in a very big fashion this way. But don't worry about it. You're going to rise above. And if you want to know more, just go in here and I will tell you all about it. Let's dive in. Hello, beautiful life path number 4. Welcome back to your reading. Yes, let's take a look at what's coming in for you this week. My beautiful emperors. Okay. Oh, okay. Everything's just coming out. Okay. What do we have here? What do we have here? Okay. I see, said the blind man, as they say. That's a terrible saying, by the way. A blind man can probably see more than anybody. Yeah. Sometimes you don't see anything through the eyes of the face, but the eyes of the heart, of the energetic body, it sees more. It does, trust me. I know this and it's a secret, how I know. Yes, I know, I'm laughing at my own secrets. What can I say? The spirit whisperer, oh, that is so on mark, and now I'm laughing even more. Look at this. Divine guidance and higher knowing 3. I just finished saying that and the card comes out. It's always so much fun when that happens. Okay, so let's take a look at your week, my beautiful emperors, my authoritarians, my power, my structure. I love force. Did I ever tell you that? But I love strong numbers. I love it. I love people who are not afraid to sit in their power, okay? Because especially if they're confident in their power, they make everybody around them feel safe and well. I love force, absolutely. And you know who you are. I've done readings for some of you, your 4s, and I'm sending my love. You know who you are. Okay, so 10 of Swords. This is something ending. Something that is done. Just completely finito. No more. Okay? This is something you put an end to. And I feel this in my bones as an emperor. You put an end to it. You stuck the swords in there and went, that's it. That's enough. And I see the 5 of Pentacles as your tangle. And the tangle here is, this is making you feel a little bit isolated. Okay? But here's the thing about that, how it's going to unravel. It's the Page of Swords. And I've always told you, me and the Page of Swords, we have a love-hate thing. Because the Page of Swords is all like, yes, something new's coming in and full of optimism and great ideas. But some of his ideas don't stand up. And some of his ideas actually lead you down the wrong path. Because you're believing that it's truth, but his inexperience makes you believe things that maybe are not quite the way they should be. So I feel like with the Page of Swords, the unraveling, the Page of Swords has made you believe that you're actually alone in this, or that you're isolated or separate from this. And it's not because you are, it's because the situation made you feel like that. And we're allowed to feel like that. You're just not allowed to believe in it too long, if you know what I mean, right? Something happens, either, example, you lose your job, it makes you feel alone. It makes you feel like, I'm not worthy, I'm not, and then the Page of Swords comes in and goes, right, maybe you could have done more, and it sounds like the truth, but it's not. Things just changed. Things happen. What Spirit wants you to know, the Spirit Whisperer right here, and I'm jumping ahead, but it's telling you, there's a bigger plan. There's something more. Things happen for a reason. It's not coincidence. Okay? Whether you created the situation to get, let go, it's because your soul wants something else. So listen to yourself. You don't get fired or get thrown out, whether it's divine intervention or you caused it, because your soul is crying out for something more. And you don't need to feel bad about it. You need to listen. You need to listen. Okay? So this part right here, this is just you, ego, humanity kicking in. the end of it is the Knight of Wands. I love the Knight of Wands, up for a challenge. Knight of Wands is the one who gets on the horse and going, right, this didn't turn out the way I wanted, but let's do it. Let's grab a little bit of fire, a little bit of like, you know, a little bit of pizzazz and a sense of adventure and say, let's get through this. At the end, you have the Spirit Whisperer, and this is divine guidance, higher knowing, 3, creativity. You're going to have to go inside of yourself. You're going to have to listen to what Spirit has to say, and you're going to have to move forward in this and go ahead and go, all right, we're going to do this, okay? I'm going to listen, and if you look at this lady, she's underwater. It almost looks like she is underwater. Yeah, there's bubbles, like underwater bubbles, but there's also an owl right above it in the sky. It's almost saying like you go inside, you listen to Spirit, and you go inside and you receive the message. So just receive the message. And when you do, everything will work out. There is no way as a 4 that somebody's going to beat you down. You are way too strong for that, 4s. You're the kind of number that people push you down, you keep popping back up. So it's okay. You need to feel what you need to feel at this moment with the isolation and the feeling like, ugh, this took me down a minute and I don't feel great. But believe me, okay? Question that feeling. You're more than this feeling. Don't deny yourself, but let it go through you and then come back out the other side swinging, because that's the way you are. And that's who you are. And that's the beauty of you. All right, my beautiful 4s, over here are my other channels. I have Pisces. If you're not, that's okay, because that's my OG, but I have Soul Awareness. It's about awareness, not judgment. We're opening up all kinds of things and looking at them in depth to see if we can look at the what ifs of things. I have Tarot Guide with AI with David, and that's one of my beautiful channels. I adore it. I would love for you to check that out. And as well, we have playlists with all of your life path numbers in them. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week.